What's up, Buttercup? Let's go ahead and smudge and shade the shit out of this. So I just spent the past 10 minutes saging myself, smudging myself. I don't want anybody else. When I think about you, I smudge myself. Oh! Oh, only the few gems that will watch that will appreciate that fucking rockin' tune. Okay. Let this shit burn. I can go ahead and put that down. Okay. So let's go ahead and start getting right into this. So the first of my series, my Tarot Confessions. I want to do each episode of doing each one of my decks that I own. You know, just kind of explaining the backstory and everything of what it means to me personally and all that stuff. You know, but I want to include a little bit more because, yo. So, this is the Sacred Rose Tarot deck. This was my very first deck. I bought this deck when I was 15 years old. Something called me to this deck. I always wanted to try a tarot deck. Like, I always wanted to get a tarot deck. Like, a couple of my friends had one. There was this girl who I used to be friends with. Her name was, like, Nikki. And she was this goth girl. And then there was my BFF, Shauna. And she's, like, this goth techno girl. And she does tarot. She's a witch, too, you know? So I've always kind of been a little bit, I've always been spiritual. I've always had this really deep connection. Like, it's hard to describe it. Like, as a child, even like as a toddler, I would have very adult thoughts, or it seemed like I was able to read the future, like in some sort of weird way, or like make a prediction of the future, or having like flashbacks, or knowing like, oh no, I know this person because I've known him in a previous life at this era, and da 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 da, and I'm like 4 or 5, and it's kind of like I've had a lot of visions of like there's a lot more, but that's a whole nother thing unto itself. But anyways, so I've always been this very like spiritual, intuitive person. You know, I'm Deanna Troy, I feel shit, you know, and of course with Star Trek, I really resonated with that show. My mom was my mom was a Trekkie, you know, and she was an original OG. She watched the original series, and then she would watch it with family members or whatever, and then she would, you know, and then when the next gen came out, kind of gives you an idea about my age. So when that came out, not reruns, when that show came out, you know, and it was, you know, a great show, and it still is, and I really resonated with Deanna Troy, and I wanted to be her for Halloween, but they did not have any Deanna Troy costumes, so I had to use like an original series costume or whatever, and it was like, I was like 7 or whatever, so like, but god damn it, like, I was Deanna Troy nevertheless, so we have that. Okay, so anyways, about this deck. So when I first got the deck, hold on, let me grab other things because it is imperative. Okay, all right, okay. So this is my original deck, but I'll show you a little bit more of it, the original first of this deck. So back old school days, we did not have like YouTube or a very strong media outlet for this, you know. You kind of had to learn through, if you were lucky, if you had like a friend or two that did it, or once in a while you may, encounter somebody that knows what they're doing, or all you would do is just like read books on like different tarot spreads or whatever. But there was no real like thing that kind of taught you. There was books about it and kind of help you get in different interpretations or whatever, or different like kind of messages depending on like the pictures and the colors and all that kind of stuff, whatever. But it took a very long time in order for me to be able to read people, like really master, I feel like, reading people and connecting with the cosmos and the universe. I have a clear conscience, so it's kind of interesting. I've been receiving these messages and it's hard to make out, but I know eventually it's like, it's always with me. I get little snippets and I can't remember shit, and then all of a sudden I'll get like all of these visions all slammed into one, and then one like mega combo. So, and I'm waiting for, yeah, there's things. Anyways, so like 15, 16, in the 90s, mid 90s, right? Mid to late 90s. Here I am trying to figure this shit out, and so all I had was just basically doing it on myself and not really knowing, like I knew it, but it was a lot of trial by error, and of course, all you could do is really practice with your friends, doing it with your friends or whatnot, and hopefully, that helps or whatever. So, back in the late 90s, early 2000s, of course, tarot readers like were like with Miss Cleo and shit was all a big thing, and psychics and all that kind of stuff. And unfortunately, Miss Cleo, the general platform itself, is it's not, it's like it's a script, but there were a lot of real people that did tarot and were psychics and that did their shit. I know one personally that used that, but that individual, because I don't want to out them, did it for a living, and at the time, right in my late teens, early 20s, and she got me into one of the psychic channels, not the Miss Cleo one, but one of the many other popular ones. And I was also doing like Keen. I was doing some stuff out there. So I was doing this professionally as well, and doing it on the internet and shit like that. So I was original fucking OG. Unfortunately, I don't remember what my username was at the time. I don't know, to be honest with you, because I've not used those platforms in a very long time. So, yeah. So anyways, but yeah, I got paid good money, doing that. But that was a long time ago. Decent amount of money. So, I started doing it over the phone and doing it online. And the thing about that is that, and it's the same thing with like a YouTube platform, is that one, you have to command a presence, and two, like, you have to come off as authentic and not coming across as full of shit, people have to be comfortable with you, And also, you have to know the cards extremely well. And this was me kind of starting off where I wasn't 100% very comfortable with the cards. I did not know all the meanings. Like, I always had to keep on referring to the book. Like, So, a good way for me to learn while I was doing the online and over the phone stuff, which I did quite a bit of, is a good pro tip for anybody that is like a very beginner, a noob, you want to learn how to do tarot, to have like a basic one, get like a very standard, like old G deck. Don't get like a crazy one. Don't get like, oh, it's just, it's a Star Trek version of it, or it's, or it's like an Alice in Wonderland version or whatever. No, stick to a traditional like a red and white deck or whatever. Just stick to an original like old school deck, and because you have to learn the original stuff, so then when you get into the more, like, you can call like obscure decks or like homages or whatever you want to call it, you're gonna, not only you have those messages, those basic messages that you get from that, but you're gonna pick up brand new messages because each deck is gonna be interpreted a different way. And what I like about having multiple decks, it challenges you, and you get a whole bunch of different types of messages. Each readings I give with decks, which different decks come out completely different. So for an example, like, let's keep it OG. Let's keep it I'll start doing this. I'll do this as an example because some people are just kind of like wanting to know a little bit. So I think this is good. And I was actually had this conversation with an Aquarian friend a few weeks back. And I was kind of explaining like how so this was part of the original discussion I had with her. So it's pretty cool. So, so for an example with this, like, this is like a standardized, this is just like it's just, it's an interpretation of like an original OG deck, right? But it's one of my favorites. So I get messages like at one aspect, like one way, but hold on. So for an example, if I use my BDSM deck, the Incubus one, where it's just all major arcana. This is only a major arcana deck. It does not have any minor arcana cards. But all the decks are sexual, you know? So, of course, those messages are going to come across much differently than this. With these readings, these are a little bit, like, they're more sexual based, more romantic based. And in some aspects, I feel like I go a little bit deeper because sometimes I can pull up a little bit personalized messages that it's like, yeah. So that is one example. Like another example would be like the same thing. It's just like another romantic sexualized deck, you know? It's going to come across as a different message. So you get the idea. So it's like each deck is going to have its different interpretations, different styles, and you're going to pick up different messages each and every time. Okay. Sorry, I feel like, I'm sorry. There's something going on upstairs, and I kind of want to know, but at the same time, I feel like if I do, then yeah. So anyways, I think you all feel me on that. Okay, let me go ahead. I'm sticking here. This is my flavored water. It's sparkling ice. It is sparkling flavored water. Okay. Okay. So when I started doing this over the phone, okay, so first of all, we did not have like Amazon or any of that cool shit. Spiritual shops are hard to come by as a kid growing up because they always came and gone. They were only open for like less than a year and then they would close down, like at least in my area. Now, that's the reality where I live. So Yeah. So, sorry. So, I had to use my only deck. And so I used these as a way to learn how to do tarot. And what I did was like, I put, now granted, don't go all crazy like what I did, but what I would do is put stickers over the cards and write out the meaning of the cards. You know, upright and reversal. And you don't have to do like the big old stickers like I did, but you can write down like small, like 3 to 5, just like a generalized description. So it kind of teaches you how to do tarot, but as you're doing readings, you're also having to use your intuition, you know? And eventually in time you pick up the meanings of the cards and you pick up different interpretations depending on the decks and all that kind of stuff too. Every reader is completely different in their own way on how they interpret certain cards. Excuse me. So that gives you an idea. So this was my original deck. And then, so this deck is ruined. It's fucking ruined. There's no way around it. I'm very sad, but that's the way love goes, as Janet Jackson would say. But yeah, I did readings. You're like, how could you do readings? And I was like, did readings and I was very successful because the thing about this is what makes this, I had to use my spider senses because I could not see anything visual. I had to go on full intuition, on feeling the person's energy, you know, and I was pretty motherfucking accurate, you know? So, pretty crazy, pretty insane. And so then, yeah, and then once I started collecting my decks, you know, I was learning in time, like there's people that like, you know, that do knockoffs or whatever, you know, and people try to steal other people's artwork and make their own tarot decks, like how Veronica Intuitive Pathways, how she like totally slammed that one person, like holy shit, like I was like holy crap, and like that broke my brain. I didn't like, holy crap, I did not realize the craziness and so, like how it's kind of like it's a negative energy, you know. It's surprising it's a negative energy. So yeah, so I had to learn how to use my intuition, my feelings, not using any pictures. And so then over in time, I found out that since this was an original deck, the first edition, this was worth money. This was worth close to $100 because it was in pretty good condition. But now it's not in good condition because there's stickers all over them and the artwork is destroyed and I hate myself. So what I had to do, I had to go on eBay and buy another one. I had to go on eBay and buy another one that was like barely used, like it has not been used at all. It's like maybe the person used it like a couple of times and was like, meh, this deck is not my thing. And it still has the box all pristine and everything. And so of course I had to get it because there was no way in hell I was not going to go ahead and get my deck. So, because I wanted to play with my original deck and like feel the energy and everything. But yeah, so that is my first deck. And then I even bought an additional book and it came out with little additional messages and meanings and stuff like that. So, was it useful? Some of it. Was it necessarily purchased? Probably not, but you know, I love the deck so much, so I don't give a fuck. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna put this here. Okay. Let's get into this. Okay. So for the past close to 2 weeks, I've had the deck under my crystals, and then I did sage the shit out of it last week, and then I'll do like a quick once more sage over. And then what I'll do, because it's going to bring back some like good memories, some good feels, you know, because it's going to be like, it's going to be old school, because I honestly literally have not touched this deck. It's been past like over 10 years, you know, because the deck was, it was a different energy. Over in time, when you use a deck, like as you evolve, because it's like, you gotta look at it this way. You evolve as a person, fact, right? You're not the same person you were like 2 weeks ago, 2 months ago, 2 years ago, you know, 2 decades ago, whatever, you know? And so in time, as you evolve, like your palette changes, you know? And over in time, you're like, oh no, that's actually garbage, you know? That's the same thing with tarot decks. And I'm not saying that you find them garbage, but your energy changes, so it's not the same. And so you have to find a deck that resonates with you. And when you start collecting tarot decks, or when you're trying to find like a deck or two that you're going to enjoy, there's nothing worse than dropping money on a tarot deck and having it be garbage. Because there's been a few tarot decks that I've purchased and it's been fucking garbage, and it's pissed me off, considering that I dropped good money on it. An average good tarot deck costs probably, there are some like $25 is like the cheapest for some decent ones. You know, you can find some ones for like around under $20 like on Amazon that are the good standard ones, and those are not bad. I'm not knocking any of those. But if you wanted to try to go like, for an example, like a higher quality or a little bit more unique, you know, like even if you go on Etsy or like another artist's website to purchase their deck, you know, some of them, they cost quite a bit of money, where you're dropping like an average of like 30, 40, 50. Some of it is like, some of them were like $80. There's some of them that are over $100. And if you're really into collecting, you go on eBay, and if you want the rare decks, and I'm not talking about the knockoff cheap ones, I'm talking about like the original, like they had, oh god, that one bitch, Pride and Prejudice, whatever, but it's that author or whatever, and it's basically a tarot deck of this author, all of her books, and it's like in a tarot deck form. And this tarot deck is really fucking old. This tarot deck is like, I think it's like over 100 years old or some shit like that. And that deck, you know, that's like a very unique, one of a kind item. You know, it's hella legit, too legit to quit. Hey, hey. And because of it, you know, that deck was like close to $400. So yeah, you understand why, because it's a completely rare deck, one of a kind, and, you know, it is a famous author, you know, famous female author, you know, but it's like, holy shit. But anyways, I did a post about it on Instagram, like, it was like months ago, but that kind of gives you like an idea. So let me go ahead and sorry, just trying to get don't worry, I'll timestamp stuff So, to make your guys' life easier, so if you want to, like, jump straight to the readings or just to the unboxing, whatever you can. But anyways, what led me here, I forgot. What led me here was, I've always wanted to come back and do, to do like tarot readings and stuff like that again. I've always wanted to do it. There's another plan that I have with it, associated with it, but I'm not gonna do it until, yeah, it will come eventually. But, in my late 20s, life prevented me from doing it, and you know, part of it was like I was holding myself back, but you know, there were circumstances and stuff that were in a way, obstacles, of course, and it wasn't towards the last, I want to say 2 or 3 years, you know, I realized that I wanted to enjoy my life and kind of like reach for the stars kid, you know? So I wanted to do this. And I was planning out like different aspects about doing like, you know, packaging spells and stuff like that. So I was originally trying to go for one platform, you know, and then it wasn't until like, I think about a year or two ago, yeah, I want to say it was 2 years ago, when I decided, it was like, yeah, I think I want to try to focus on tarot reading. So I really wanted to do tarot reading and start launching that off. And then it wasn't until last year, it really like, yeah, it was last year, like January, February, kind of life, you know, I had the Tower card. It was a forced change, you know? It's like, here you go. You're forced in the situation. It's out of your control. You know, it's for the better, kid. And it was for the better, you know? But it was very rough. And originally I was going to be doing one platform. It was going to be like it was going to be under another media platform with a friend, but that fell through. That's another time, which, anyways. And so it was towards the end of that where I was leaning more towards like, this is the direction that I needed to go with, was doing this. And I was afraid to put myself out there. And it was in January last year when I started to follow, like I started to go on Instagram and YouTube and look at tarot readers. And I was blown away about different styles of tarot readings and people's techniques and how they shuffle the cards, how they do spreads, their interpretations of readings. They add extra cards, you know, for clarifiers and all that shit. That blew my mind. I thought like I'm a shitty tarot reader. You know, I honestly felt like I'm a fucking amateur. Like I've been doing this for like 20 years and I know that I'm good. You know, just because I haven't been doing it for a long time and just because I'm like an old-timey person, you know, and I'm like, I'm just finding about this whole like, this media platform thing when it comes to this, you know, seeing it evolve, you know, because it's just like I've just been out of the game for like 10 years, you know, so it was just weird coming back into it and seeing it, how it completely changed, you know, so I felt like a grandma. So it was just like watching, observing, and then one of the first people I resonated with this was Nevina, you know, from Racholo Tarot, and she's my girl, and she's my soul sister, and I would watch her, and her readings resonated with me, and I connected with her, and then before I got into tarot, I decided to purchase some tarot readings from other tarot readers to kind of find out like their techniques was on like how they interacted with their clients and stuff like that, and how they did their readings, you know, because I wanted to see what made them successful. And, you know, and I resonated with her like the reading that she gave me. And, it was yeah, there was like, there was some funny moments in there, but yeah. And then I decided to, once following her, and then I would follow people on YouTube, and like one of my favorite people like on YouTube is Tyler's Tarot, and I fucking love him. And he's very intuitive, he's on point, and yeah, it's funny because he questions his, like, he does not like to say like he's intuitive or he's like he's queer about it, which I don't not. It's like it's the male thing. It's like an ego thing, you know. And that's, I would explain that to one of my Aquarius friends where, you know, he was like, well, you're the very psychic one. I'm like, well, I'm like intuitive. I feel shit, but I'm like, but he's also very intuitive too. He's like, he does have this connection. And I explained to him, like, hello, and I explained to him that he is, his ego, like men's ego get in the way. So they question their intuition. They don't really know what it is. They question it, you know, their shields go up, so to speak. So, but yes. So then so back to my story. I decided to put myself out there. So it wasn't until July I started to start doing it on Instagram, started doing daily tarot, and like it evolved in time of how I did my spreads. And eventually I decided to do face-to-face. A lot of tarot readers don't like to do that, like on Instagram as like a daily, like when you go on your, like your feed, not on your story, what I'm talking about. And every tarot reader is completely different, but I felt comfortable, like, you know, I feel comfortable, like, just like, hey, like, I'm in your face. And, if I try to come off as like, if I try to mute myself, people are gonna smell bullshit, you know, because people can smell authenticity a mile away. And I think you guys can feel that my energy and my personality and how I talk, clearly I don't give a fuck. I'm very comfortable with who I am, and I think you guys can tell that this, like, I am not an act, and I think you guys can sense, you can sense that within me, you know, hopefully you can. So at least that's how I like to come across. So there was a lot of tarot readers that I follow, like on Instagram. Evolve with Emma, I really like her. She's a really good tarot reader. Some Sugar Tarot, I like her too on Instagram. There's quite a bit. Of course, Retro Tarot, of course, Nevina, she's my girl. Of course, like on YouTube, Tyler's Tarot, he's hella cool. Spiritual OG, Your Angelic Karma, and then of course Sal. You can never go fucking wrong with Sal. I do like I think it's Suit of Cups. I'm trying to remember. There's so many of them that I follow, and a lot of them, like, I'll follow for a little bit and then I unfollow because I try to figure out what their vibe is and everything else, and whether if the readings actually resonate with me. I try to give people a chance or whatnot, but a lot of people I end up unfollowing, but there's a few that I keep, but those are the ones that I follow. And also Cancer Moon, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. Hey, what's up, peeps? That dude. So he's yeah, it's very interesting with him and Tyler. I'm not gonna comment. But I will say that that, oh God, I can't believe I'm forgetting. Ant. He goes by Ant. Whatever. What's up, peeps, dude? He's nice. He's nice. So, I will say that. Tyler can be, very on guard, which I get it. I get it. I completely feel him on it, but, yeah. So, oh God. Okay. So what am I doing, Lori? Okay. So let me go ahead and go back to this. So let me go ahead. Let me actually do an unboxing of this, and then I'm going to go ahead and go into the readings, okay? Because it is like a standard, like a traditional deck, but it is a different interpretation. What I love about this deck was created in the late 80s. I think it was like created in 85 or something like that. What I like about it, it's kind of like a stained glass artwork. So, and I had an aunt that used to make that, so that was super cool. So, let's go ahead. I'm gonna just go ahead and start showing you. So first this is the back of the deck. So it's like these roses. Okay, and so we have the Ace of Pentacles. Got the Two of Pentacles. I've got the Three of Pentacles. I've got the Four of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. 10 Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Part of the reason why I'm doing this too is I'm putting my energy into the deck. I have not done that yet. I mean, it's been on my shit, but I have not played with this deck at all. So, Knight of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. It's bringing back some feels. Two of Cups. It's bringing back some good feels. Three of Cups. Four of Cups. Five of Cups. Hold on. Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. I thought I was able to adjust the lighting on it, and I cannot. Okay, Six of Cups. Seven of Cups. Eight of Cups. What I liked about this deck was that it was very direct. Nine of Cups. Like, it was very direct with the message. It was not sugarcoating any of the messages, like whether if it was upright or not, whether if the card was good or not. Ten of Cups. Page of Cups. And that's what I liked about the deck. It resonates with me. Knight of Cups. Queen of Cups. King of Cups. So it'll be very interesting playing with this deck again and like not having the stickers. Ace of Wands. Two of Wands. You can buy, there's like a second or third edition you can buy on Amazon. You can, it's like under 20 bucks that you can pay for it, you know? Three of Wands. Four of Wands. Five of Wands. Whoops. Six of Wands. Seven of Wands. Eight of Wands. Jazz hands. Nine of Wands. I actually did spirit fingers actually today. That's kind of funny. Nine of Wands. Ten of Wands. Page of Wands. The Moon. The Star card. The Tower. The Devil. The Devil card is one of my favorite cards in this deck. It really is. It's like, I'm always drawn to that card. I fucking love it. Temperance. The Death card. Hanged Man. Strength. 8 of Swords. 9 of Swords. 10 of Swords. I started to shuffle the deck. If you, I don't know if you remember that earlier. Page of Swords. Knight of Swords. Queen of Swords. I really love this Queen of Swords because one, this was totally unintentional, but this is like the original Power Rangers like villain. You fucking know that shit. Like, get those Morphin Power Rangers. Like that's but I love the Queen of Swords in this deck. And I really like the King of Swords in this deck too. Knight of Wands. Queen of Wands. King of Wands. Ace of Swords. 2 of Swords. 3 of Swords. 4 of Swords. 5 of Swords. 6 of Swords. 7 of Swords. The World card. Kind of looks like she's holding like dildos. It's like the Fist of Fury. Judgment. The Sun card. This is one of my favorite cards in the deck. The Wheel of Fortune. Hermit. Justice. Chariot. The Lovers. I like the Lovers in that one. Hierophant. The Emperor. The Empress. The High Priestess. The Magician. And the Fool card. So, sorry. So now we know what the fuck's up. We're going to be doing readings. So I'm going to go ahead and do Tarotscope readings. I like to keep it try to keep things in a natural state of order. So I have a lot of Virgo in my chart, so I'm a little anal retentive on some things. So I'm gonna go ahead and do earth signs first. So I'm gonna go ahead and do Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So I'm just like right now just shuffling the shit out of these cards because they need to. So it's gonna take a moment. Sorry, I'm just putting my energy into the cards, as you can tell. And I'm trying to shuffle the shit out of this so you guys get like a really good reading. Because you know it's gonna come out sloppy as fuck if I don't. And It's like brand new. It feels good. It feels good to be holding like the original LG deck again, you know? I'm really happy with my Amazon purchase. And I do not regret this purchase. And I really do love this deck. It brings back some good memories. Will I be using this deck often? I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes. But it feels good to be using this deck again, I'm not gonna lie. And the 4 of Cups popped out, so some of you guys may be like bored out of your mind. You have like options of choices. Got the 3 of Cups. Okay, so let me do this. Okay. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Okay. Let's see what the fuck's up. So, thank you for anybody that watched me or will be watching this, watching me ramble for like forever. But, it's my show. I can do whatever the fuck I want. And thought that you guys, if you guys wanted to get a little bit you want to know a little bit about me, my background in tarot, and how long I've been doing it, and all that kind of shit, you know, that I'm like an original OG. So that is what's up, Buttercup. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Okay. So I've got the King of Wands here. Fuck yeah. Aries, Sagittarius. Somebody that's strong and confident. Like this person is like Beyonce, like Who Owns the World girls. It's like that kind of shit. This person, like they conquer life. They conquer everything in life. They want that job, they fucking take it. They're not afraid to show their teeth. They're passionate, they're creative. They're so fucking good in the bedroom. This person has like fire, you know, and they have like a little bit of a wild side, you know? So Capricorn. Taurus. Sorry. Try to see if I can try to snag it a win. Okay. Taurus. Come on, Taurus. I don't have all fucking day. I will pull cards if I need to. So you may want to cooperate with me. Okay, so first I'm going to take that card. Yeah, you did not expect that. I told you. I don't negotiate with terrorism. So give me a card or I'll pull one from you. Okay, that card really wants to come out. And Virgo. I hope whoever's watching this, you're, you know, hope you're, are you not entertained? Okay. Okay. Come on, Virgo. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hangman. You could be dealing with a Pisces. Aries, Pisces vibe. A decision, whether to go forward. Could be a partnership. Some of you are not sure whether if you want to be involved in like a work romance. You're unsure on whether to trust this individual. Some of you are unsure how to get to the King of Wands. So Capricorn, we got the Seven of Pentacles here. Now, you've been hustling, you've been doing you, you've been patiently working on yourself, focusing on your task, your prime directive. You're doing well. Be patient because good things are coming your way, all right? And you're pretty good about being patient. Ten of Cups. You're actually happy, having a good time. I'm not seeing this as a front. You may be around where there may be alcohol. It could be a party like atmosphere. I'm seeing you surrounded by a lot of family and friends. Going out to like social events, like birthday parties, like baby showers, you know, engagements, you know, like adult party bullshit, weddings, shit like that. I do also have the Three of Cups here. As you're working on yourself, you're learning to, you enjoy loving yourself and loving your life, and you have all these good things that are coming your way. That's helped keeping your mind from like going insane because you have other things to look forward to, and that's why you're feeling this way. Okay, Taurus. So interesting, Taurus, you've got two queens here. So you got the Queen of Wands, and then you have the Queen of Swords reverse, followed by the Hermit card. I'll go into that in just a moment. So right now, Taurus, you're not sure whether if this individual is your life, like is your partner or not. You may have met someone that's your equal. You're not sure what to do with it. This person challenges you, brings the best in you. Lights a fire under your belly. For others of you, you're seeking out your independence. And you're just cutting people out. You don't have time for their shit. You could be cutting out a Gemini. You could be cutting out this fire sign. Have Virgo here with the Hermit card. You're choosing to be alone. You don't know what to do. You're lost in your options. Some of you are still stuck on the past. And Virgo. So Virgo, you got some cards. So with the Knight of Swords, you could be dealing with a Gemini or an Aquarius. Fucking of course, you're going to be receiving some news. This is about a partnership. There's two, there's 3 threes here, okay? So 3 is the magic number. There's going to be some news. 3 of Pentacles, this is going to be a partnership. This could be work related. There's also the 3 of Swords here, followed by the Three of Wands. Holy shit, Virgo. Holy shit. If you're playing poker, you be doing good, right? Texas Hold'em, you be fucking winning, bitch. This could be a contract, this partnership. You could be heartbroken because you may be finding out some news, maybe about this union. This could be that you're finding out that maybe somebody, like, you know, your mood, like an ex or something, you may be finding out that they're getting married, you know, or somebody's pregnant. It kind of breaks your heart, you know. Whatever this is, you're moving forward in a better direction. Like, it's, the odds are in your favor. I know that this is in your favor. Whatever this comes, it's heartbreaking at first. It's going to be like a ripping of a band-aid. You're going to think, my God, you know. But we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is a 10. It's a completion. This is about good change. Like 3 to 6 months, good things are going to be coming your way. Things are looking at Millhouse for you. That's fucking crazy, Virgo. Holy shit. I knew there was a reason. Okay. Air signs. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Queen of Cups popped out. Very intuitive, psychic. Very affectionate, very mother-like. You know, very intuitive with your emotions. Like your spider sense that are tingling, your emotions are on overload. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I like how the Star Wars song is playing for air signs. I think that's pretty badass, just pointing that out. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Okay, so I keep on seeing the Tower card with the Emperor. So you could be dealing with an Aries, you could be dealing with a Scorpio, but there's going to be some unforeseen, like, news, something that's beyond your control. It could be about a boss, it could be your daddy. It could be a Scorpio or an Aries that comes into your life. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Excuse me. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Holy shit, Lori. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Okay. 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 I've got the Page of Swords here. This is you guys. Gemini. I'm saying a Libra. Some news coming your way. Somebody spying. Somebody stalking. Snooping around. They want to deliver some news. You're going to receive a message like by text, like an email. It's going to be like on your like social media feed. Libra, let's find out what's going on. Okay. Interesting, Libra. Okay. Gemini. Okay. Okay, of course. Come on, Gemini. Oh, pull a card. Okay. Okay, Aquarius. Come on, Aquarius. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we got the Seven of Swords here. Somebody's not being honest. Somebody's not being honest. Somebody's fucking stalking, snooping. They're like going through your phone. You know, somebody's being shady as fuck. You're gonna be finding out that somebody's not being trustworthy. This could be news. Somebody's coming out to apologize. The fuck is going on, air sign? So Libra, you got a lot of major arcana cards up in this bitch. So you've got the Judgment card. So you've had to basically go through death. This is a rebirth, a transformation. You're at the peak of your life right now. This was a good karmic lesson. This was lessons that you've learned. You made a good karmic decision. The outcome was great. With the Sun card here, you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. You could be dealing with a Leo. This is finding love and happiness. You're finding that partner. You are going to be finding out that partner. You're going to be on top of your game. You're feeling great. With the Knight of Swords, I'm telling you, you're dealing with a Gemini and Aquarius. You're going to be receiving some fucking news. It's going to be direct and to the point. You may not like it. You may feel like this is jumping on a judgment call. It could be you not being completely trustworthy, you not being completely honest. But wherever you're at, whatever this news, whatever you hear, it moves you are moving into a good direction. Good job, Libras. Now, Gemini. Fucking Gemini. Okay. So we got the Queen of Swords here. You could be dealing with a Libra. Gemini as well. This could be you. You are not on top of your game. You don't feel like yourself. Like you are direct, mean. You know, you're not just tactful. You're mean. You know. You're vile. You're just a nasty bitch. You could just be a major cunt, a real douchebag. Just all over the place, like a fucking psychopath. Bitter, angry. Some of you decided to cut out shit. Whatever you hear, it's you hear some news. You hear as soon as you hear something that comes across as somebody's not being honest. It's somebody is somebody's avoid. It's you feel like you're getting ghosted. Somebody's avoiding you. And so it's you're or somebody cut you out, you've been ghosted. And so with the Hangman here, you've been fucking hanging on to this individual. You're still clinging to hope. Got the Star card here. Could be dealing with an Aquarius. Could be dealing with a Pisces too. I'm feeling for Gemini for this reading, you either have an Aquarius or Pisces in your chart. I feel like the reading is good because you're cutting shit out. Whatever it is, you're cutting whatever out. You're taking a break to regroup. Some of you are still fucking clinging on to this person. You're still trying to be hopeful. You're trying to be hopeful. But it's like, this person is not even fucking honest. Like, this Aquarius, this Pisces, whoever it is, they're not fucking honest. You're gonna find out some shit. It's fucked up. Aquarius. So we got the Knight of Cups. Your wish is fucking granted. Whatever news that you hear, this is something that you've been manifesting. Some of you may feel like somebody tried to get away with some shit. You're going to be hearing that someone tried to do some shit behind your back. You're going to hear some news. Somebody may come out and like apologize. Whatever this is, whatever this news that you hear, you're fucking happy about this shit. This is what you've been trying to manifest this entire time. You've been hopeful. Looking at the stars. The Queen of Pentacles, this is stability. Like, money is coming your way. Some of you are relocating. Like, expanding. Growth. You know, you're giving. You're a caring individual. You know, you're very nurturing. Very, like, parent-like. This keeps you happy. But with the Four of Swords here, it's like you taking a break. You resting. Whatever this is, it's like, okay, now I got what I want, so now I'm taking a break. It's like you need to rest before the next battle because you know like some shady shit's going down. So whatever somebody is trying to do some sly shit, don't react. Just like disengage. Hopefully that resonated, Daniel-san. The World card. So this is like ending of a chapter, brand new beginning. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and do water signs. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I think a card popped out. Nope. Okay. Sometimes it's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I don't know who's in the room, but I wish you would chat. Knight of Pentacles popped out. Are you one of my stalkers? Perhaps. Alrighty then, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Saw the death cards. Scorpio, I'm looking at you. Some big changes. I'm seeing some of you looking in a mirror, or like you're telling yourself, like, I don't even know who I am anymore. Like you don't even recognize yourself in the mirror. I'm hearing a sham of a relationship. I don't know why. Got the Wheel of Fortune. 10, completion. All right, you leveled up. Good things are coming your way. Things are looking up for Millhouse, as I would say. Like, a lot of abundance, prosperity. It's going to be like around 3 to 6 months where it's like good shit comes your way, man. Good shit is coming your way. So, Cancer. those are a lot of cards. Pisces. Come on, Pisces. Have a good reading. Come on, Pisces. Of course, you guys would be able to fuck up a wet dream. Like, okay? Like, seriously, dude. Okay. Fucking A. What is up with you guys? You guys are like fucking Charlie Brown. Okay, and Scorpio. Good grief. Holy shit balls. Okay. Bottom of the deck, I have the Empress. Okay. Some of you could be getting married, engaged. This is an expansion on family, pregnancy. This is growth because you worked on yourself and improved your life, whether if it's physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, whatever you want to call it. You leveled up. You put a lot of hard work within yourself. So Cancer, good reading. You got the Ace of Cups here. This is a brand new beginning of love. Brand new beginning. Somebody brand new is coming your way. This could be, you could interpret this in several ways. This could be a brand new like love, like a romantic love. This could be a love for a new passion, for like a new job, a new career, a new partnership. Some of you, it's like a new love because some of you are expecting another child, you know, or adopting or whatnot. Ten of Swords. You're over whatever past heartache that came your way. The trauma's no more. You're no longer grieving. It's, spilled tea is old news. Queen of Pentacles. Could be dealing with a Virgo. You could be dealing with the Taurus. Your findings, for some of you, this is for loving, like you found your perfect house. You found your dream house. You found your dream job. You found whatever it was, this was better for you and your family. This was about expanding yourself, your growth, your personal growth. You guys are leveling up. You had to go through the ringer in order for you to get this. Pisces. See, motherfucker, you guys cannot do shit right. Okay. So for Pisces, I am going to be saying this for Pisces because the cards are telling me this, and this isn't, I'm going to be serious. I'm saying for some of you, you're trying to get pregnant. Some of you, like, I'm seeing, like, this is a small percentage, like maybe 1 or 2. I'm seeing that somebody's going to have, like, a miscarriage. I'm seeing a miscarriage or an abortion. Like, I'm seeing, like, somebody coming to their partner saying that I'm pregnant, and then that person bounces. I'll explain why. Because first we got the Empress card here, right? We got the Five of Cups. So this is a big change. This is crying, sorrow, sadness. Followed by the Ace of Pentacles here with the Three of Pentacles. They're both reversed. Some of you, this could be like, like some of you may have lost your job. Lost your, like you're homeless. There's no beginning with this person. You're hoping to have this unity, but like it fell through. Fucking A, god damn it. And Scorpio. So Scorpio, some of you are dealing with an Aquarius, possible Gemini, with the King of Swords here. You've been encountering this person. You could be this individual. You've been handling it very calmly, assertive, but you're not aggressive. You're confident, like a lone wolf. You know, I'm a loner, Dottie, a rebel. Somebody could be dealing with a legal matter. You could be an attorney, a doctor. You could be, it's kind of like, I'm hearing a Marilyn Monroe complex, you know, like an Arthur Miller complex. Somebody likes dating nerdy guys. Like this guy gets women out of his league. With the Two of Pentacles, there's a choice that you're trying to make. Some of you are wondering whether if you want to have this expansion with this person or whether if you just want to go ahead and proceed, moving on, doing your own thing. Whoops. Page of Swords. Of course, Scorpio, you're fucking spying on this person. You're fucking spying on this person. Of course it's you. I mean, it could be an air sign that's spying on you and lurking and creeping, but I know it's fucking you. I know it's you. You're wondering whether if they're dating somebody else. You're wondering if they're interested in anybody else. You are so fucking obsessed. You don't know what to do. Like, this fucking throws you off. But I mean, you have the Wheel of Fortune. It's good. But holy shit balls. Okay, now fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Overall vibe. Strength card. Could be dealing with a Leo. This is having the self-confidence to persevere. Conquering your obstacles. You have a spirit guide that's protecting you. They're watching over you. I'm like seeing somebody like reading The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. So, okay. Aries. Card's already popped out for you. Let's go ahead and get an additional card. Okay, those are way too many cards. I don't need a fucking life story. Okay, I'll take those. Okay, so Leo. Okay. Sagittarius. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Swords. Could be dealing with a Libra. This is a choice. Could be also dealing with a Pisces too. You're not sure what to do. You're stuck in your head. You're just playing dumb. Being in fucking denial. Further bottom of the deck is like the Lover's card could be dealing with a Gemini too. A choice pertaining to love life. So Aries. So Aries. We've got the Three of Swords. This is heartache pertaining to a three-party situation. It's fucking devastating. And it just... Okay, I'm gonna butcher like the exact quote of Jonathan Green book. When you try to get back with somebody, when you try to get back with your ex, it's kind of like your heart or whatever, or you, or whatever you want to call it, you're like a puzzle piece, because like when you're together, you form together, right? And then when you break up, you know, you take a break, or whatever you want to call it, you know, like it's just kind of like when you break, like you break a vase, or when you break a puzzle, you know, like, or like a puzzle piece kind of rips out, like it's not going to fit the same way because some of the pieces have been ripped off, you know, some of the shattered pieces are like so small, it's not going to fit in all the grooves, you know. And when you try to glue it back together, put it back together, it's not going to be the same love because like the pieces don't even fit together anymore. That's what I'm sensing from you. Four of Pentacles, you are so fucking like guarded. Really been kind of like a homebody. Keeping other... You've been very guarded. I would be too. I would be too. I would be defensive as fuck. The Ace of Swords, this is a brand new beginning of clarity. This is a turning point. This is your aha moment, as Oprah would say. One day, or whatever, you're just thinking and your mind is drifting off somewhere. And all of a sudden it just clicks. And it feels right. It feels right thinking this way. The Seven of Wands. So this is a challenge. You're going to be dealing with a lot of drama. You're going to be dealing with a lot of drama. You know that it ain't worth the battle. Leo. So Leo, we do have you here as your overall vibe. We have the Ace of Cups here. This is a brand new beginning of love. Fuck yeah. This is maybe learning to love yourself, building up that self-confidence. Some of you are trying to decide on whether to accept this new love offer. We have the Nine of Cups here. So whatever you've been manifesting, it's been coming true. This is a theme. There is two. So with that Two of Swords here, we also have the Two of Wands. You can't peg this person. It's like you feel like this person's aloof because you don't even know whether they're on the same page as you. But you're going to get whatever, you're going to get exactly what you want. Sagittarius. Of course, fucking Sagittarius. You're always dealing with a fucking Gemini or a goddamn air sign. So we got the Page of Cups here. So that's good. So this is news coming your way about a love offer. Some of you may be having a crush, maybe smitten with someone. You don't know whether, you know, to put yourself out there. We have the Queen of Swords reversed. You could be dealing with a Gemini. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. fucking, of course, you're dealing with a Libra. It's like you have been blocking someone, or somebody, or it's like, or you being friend zoned. You're being friend zoned, like you're offering your love to this individual, or somebody's offering their love to you. For some of you, you have I'm seeing 2 love offers, and you don't know what to do. There's a message here. There's 2 pages here. So this is about news. We have the Page of Cups and the Page of Wands. So this person is attracted to you. Their feelings are genuine, but you're not giving them the time of day. You're at a crossroads. Some of you feel like if you take it, it would just be like a fling. So, thank you for watching this. This was like fucking forever. This was almost an hour and a half. So, thank you for watching this. This was a lot of fun. I will be doing another Tarotscope series. I'm going to be doing once a week. I'm going to be going on different media platforms and doing live feeds. So on Sunday, I'm going to be going on Facebook and doing live readings. I'll be doing like elements and general collective readings. Tuesdays, I'm going to be doing Instagram. I'll be doing live readings. I'll be doing Tarotscope readings. And then I will be here on YouTube on Thursdays, and I will be doing love readings. So, but of course, I'm not going to be doing that tonight because I've been doing this shit and I did give you readings. So, I'm thinking the next deck I'm going to be reviewing, because I've gotten so many requests about this deck. Out of all the decks that I've had, that I've unboxed and done reviews for, that I played with, the #1 request that I always get, I at least get 2 or 3 messages a month, I'm not even kidding about this deck, is the Lucifer's Tarot deck. People have asked me, have you played with the deck since? Yes, I have. Yes, it does tell very unique, specific messages. I'll be doing it soon. This will be my next one. So, yes. So hopefully you guys will like this. And I think it'll be fun because I will be telling like a little backstory on it. And I'll be doing readings because I know people have been very curious about doing readings for myself. This is the type of deck where you can't really do it for like other people. It's not like where you can do tarot scopes with this reading. It's not that type of tarot deck. It tells a very specific message, you know? It's very interesting. So, yes, I will be doing this next. But yes, thank you for watching. This has been a lot of fun. And, you know, hopefully you guys, you know, learn a little bit about me, and hopefully, yeah, you guys like me more.